I don't think people understand just how deeply the story of the one true God is woven into the history of African peoples. If you love learning about the one true God and the history of African peoples, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe and join me as we uncover these amazing stories. Dawn breaks over Mount Kilimanjaro, its snowy peak glowing gold, a beacon for the Chaga people. For generations, the Chaga have called these fertile slopes home, seeing the mountain as a sacred bridge between earth and sky. At the heart of their faith is Ruwa, the one God, creator of all things and a constant presence in their lives. Ruwa is felt in the sun's warmth, the nourishing rain, and the cool mountain breeze. Faith for the Chaga is inseparable from daily life, woven into every breath and tradition. From childhood, stories of Ruwa's creation of the world and the gift of their land are passed down by elders around evening fires. These teachings shape their worldview, to live in harmony with nature, respect the land, and see the divine in all things. The mountain called Kibo stands as the ultimate symbol of Ruwa's power, a daily reminder of something greater. Looking up at its peak, the Chaga feel awe and humility, recognizing the mountain as a silent witness to their history. Their faith and resilience are as enduring as Kilimanjaro itself. The story of Ruwa is not just about belief, but about a living connection to land, community, and the sacred. For the Chaga, every sunrise is a renewal of this bond. Their spiritual journey begins and ends in the shadow of the great mountain. Here, faith is not just remembered, it is lived. Chaga life is rooted in the earth, their homes nestled among Kilimanjaro's green terraces. Ingenious agriculture, centered on bananas, sustains them, with layered crops thriving under the protective canopy. The Akamba system, perfected over generations, ensures the land's fertility and the community's survival. Each day begins with tending crops, maintaining ancient irrigation channels, and working side by side. This shared labor forges strong communal bonds. Everyone's well-being depends on cooperation. The Masong, or family home, is the heart of Chaga life, a place for warmth, tradition, and honoring ancestors. Community extends beyond family. Neighbors help build homes, share harvests, and support each other in need. This unity is both a social and spiritual principle, reflecting Ruwa's intention for them to live as one family. Their daily routines, hard work, shared meals, and communal celebrations mirror their faith. The Chaga's connection to land, family, and each other is a living expression of their spiritual values. In every act, they honor the divine plan woven into their way of life. Here, faith and daily existence are one. The name Ruwa is deeply tied to the sun, a symbol of life and sustenance for the Chaga. Each sunrise over Kilimanjaro is seen as a daily miracle, the sun's energy nourishing crops and homes. Ruwa embodies this life-giving force, but he is also the vast sky, the source of rain and the cycles of nature. By linking Ruwa to both sun and sky, the Chaga express a profound understanding. God is the unseen power behind all that sustains them. Ruwa is not imagined in human form. He is limitless, a spirit present in everything. No statues or images are made. Nature itself is his temple. This belief fosters reverence for the entire natural world, seeing all creation as sacred. Ruwa is both provider and power. The sun gives life but can scorch. The sky brings rain but also storms. The Chaga learn balance, gratitude for blessings, humility before nature's might. Their relationship with Ruwa is not fear, but deep respect for the forces shaping their lives. Faith is lived through harmony with the cycles of sun and rain. The divine is not distant but intimately woven into every sunrise and rainfall. For the Chaga, Ruwa is the pulse of the world, ever present, ever giving. Their spirituality is as boundless as the sky above them. In every ray of light, they see the Creator's hand. Ruwa is the ultimate creator, the origin of all existence for the Chaga. Stories tell of a time when only Ruwa existed, who then shaped the mountain, rivers, forests, and the first people. Unlike gods who meddle in daily affairs, Ruwa is a benevolent creator who set the world in motion and entrusted its care to humanity. This distance is not neglect, but a sign of trust. Humans are stewards of his creation. Prayers are often directed to ancestors who act as intermediaries between people and Ruwa. This strengthens family bonds and honors those who came before. Faith is not about constant requests for intervention, but about living responsibly and gratefully. The Chaga show devotion through hard work, care for the land, and respect for community. Their highest worship is action, maintaining balance and honoring both Creator and ancestors. Ruwa's greatness inspires humility and stewardship, not fear. The spiritual path is one of gratitude, responsibility, and harmony with the world. For the Chaga, living well is the truest form of faith. The Chaga worship Ruwa not in temples but in sacred groves, Maasai, untouched patches of ancient forest. These groves are sanctuaries, believed to house ancestral spirits and connect the community to the divine. Offerings, milk, banana beer, or roasted meat are made in gratitude, not as bribes but as acts of communion. Rituals are led by elders, pouring offerings onto the earth to honor both Ruwa and the ancestors. These acts reinforce a sacred covenant. Everything they have is a gift from the Creator and the land. The Maasai groves also protect biodiversity and water sources, blending spiritual and ecological wisdom. In a world without written scripture, these rituals and sacred spaces are the living framework of Chaga faith. Through them, the people remain connected to their land, ancestors, and Ruwa. If this story of the Chaga people inspires you, give the video a like so more people can hear it, and share it with a friend who loves history and faith. Their spirituality is rooted in gratitude, respect, and the rhythms of nature. Chaga life is marked by sacred ceremonies that guide each stage of existence. Naming ceremonies welcome newborns, invoking blessings from Ruwa and the ancestors. Initiation rites teach youth the traditions, values, and responsibilities of adulthood, ensuring cultural continuity. Marriage unites families with prayers and offerings seeking Ruwa's blessing for prosperity and children. Funerals are elaborate, honoring the transition of the deceased into the spirit world as ancestors. These rites are not just social, they sanctify life's journey, connecting individuals to community and the divine. Through ritual, the Chaga reaffirm their place in the world and their bond with Ruwa. Every milestone is a spiritual passage woven into the fabric of faith. In birth, adulthood, marriage, and death, Ruwa's presence is felt. Faith in Ruwa shapes the moral core of Chaga society. Respect for elders is paramount. They are living libraries and the closest link to ancestors. Disrespect disrupts both social and spiritual order. Unity is a guiding principle, seen in cooperative farming and communal celebrations. The saying, "one finger cannot kill a louse," captures their belief in collective strength. Stewardship of nature is both practical and sacred. Harming the land is an offense against Ruwa. Honesty and integrity are essential. Disputes are settled by elders, and a person's word is their bond. These values, respect, unity, stewardship, honesty, are not just rules but pathways to a good life. Living by them is seen as fulfilling Ruwa's will. The Chaga's moral code is unwritten but deeply lived. Their values are the living expression of faith. The arrival of Christianity and Islam brought new stories and opportunities to the Chaga. Faced with new faiths, the Chaga blended old and new, recognizing the Christian god as Ruwa by another name. This syncretism allowed them to embrace new rituals without abandoning ancestral beliefs. Many Chaga Christians still honor ancestors and use the name Ruwa in prayers, blending traditions seamlessly. Islam, too, resonated with their monotheism and values of community and charity. The core belief in a single life-giving creator remained central even as forms of worship evolved. The Chaga's spiritual flexibility wove new threads into their ancient tapestry. Adaptation, not replacement, defined their encounter with new religions. Their faith endured, enriched by change. Modern life has transformed the Chaga world. Education, cities, and new technologies have changed traditions. Yet the spirit of Ruwa endures, living on in values, rituals, and the deep connection to land and community. Respect for elders, communal gatherings, and pride in the Akamba remain strong even as lifestyles evolve. The legacy of Ruwa is resilience and identity, shaping how the Chaga see themselves and their place in the world. Their story shows that faith can thrive without grand temples, found instead in nature, community, and daily acts. The Chaga's relationship with Ruwa is a testament to spirituality that is personal, communal, and rooted in the environment. As the sun sets on Kilimanjaro, Ruwa's presence is felt in every shadow and every gathering. Before you go, I'd love to hear from you. Had you heard of the Chaga people's belief in Ruwa before today? Leave your thoughts in the comments. The belief in a single, life-giving creator remains the bedrock of Chaga identity. Ruwa is not just a memory, but a living presence, an anchor connecting past, present, and future. His spirit endures, as constant as the mountain itself. If you enjoyed this, click here for our other stories of African peoples who worshiped the one true God long before modern times. I'll see you there.